Alright guys, hope you're keeping well. It's me checking in on day 14 of the Seeds for the Future program. So today marks exactly halfway point of the program. And once again, it's just crazy how fast things have gone. I'm checking in now from Shenzhen, which is a totally different city to Beijing. We flew out yesterday and it was about 2 hours on the plane. And I can't remember the exact distance, but it's a fair bit away from Beijing. It's hard to appreciate when you're just taking a plane journey, which is 2 hours, but um, in terms of something from the UK, like a plane journey from London Heathrow to Newcastle, it's about half an hour. So to put that in perspective, it just shows you how far away it is and how massive China is as a country, to be honest. And my first impressions of Shenzhen as a city is totally different to that of Beijing. It's a lot more modernized, which makes sense because the city itself is only 20 years old. And it just seems a lot more of a nicer place to hang around with. It's um, less pollution, less busy, even though there's a lot of people who live here. There's about 15 million people who live in the city. It just seems less busy in Beijing. And when you're in Beijing for a while, you just come to get used to how the city is and how mad everything is. But it's only when you come to a fairly, relatively speaking, relaxed place in comparison that you really truly appreciate the difference between the two. But I'm really looking forward to it. I think I'm really going to enjoy the city. It's got a lot more energy and a lot more vibrancy about it, and I'm looking forward to exploring the city as a whole. So in the past 2, 3 days since I've posted my last video, it's been more of a professionally orientated trip. So on the first day we went to Atkins, which is a construction company, and we got to see the buildings that they've been planning and consulting for in China. And then the day after we went to Evolve Motorcycles, which is a startup company, really small company. It's only got about 30 employees. That was a really interesting visit. I got a lot out of it. Something I've always wanted to do is set up a business of my own, and it was really interesting to see firsthand what it's like to set up a business, talk to the CEO and also the other people within the company about their experiences, the advice they had for anyone starting a business, just appreciating how much hard work and effort it takes to make a business grow and work. And also what they did was if you had any pitches or business ideas of their own, they showed you how they pitch to investors and also helped you to refine and develop your own business plan. And I've had a few business ideas of my own, so one of them I proposed to them and they really helped me put some together. All in all, the experiences were very helpful and valuable to me and really inspired me to want to set up my own business in the future, which is something I'm hoping to do at some point. That was the past 2 days. And then today, after arriving in Shenzhen, we went to Huawei HQ, the first time we got to see the official headquarters, global headquarters of Huawei HQ. And it was just me and everyone else were just amazed at how massive the place was and put into perspective how big Huawei were. They're one of the biggest companies in China, and just driving around their campus was amazing. It was absolutely incredible. They have one whole skyscraper building with about 7,000 people just for research and development. And on top of that, they have so many other buildings and stuff going on there. Just walking around the place, just you're lost for words at times, just appreciating the scale of the business and how much work they do. After that, we had some presentations from some people who used to live in the UK working for Huawei and then moved over to China, and we had to hear what they had to say. And for me, it was a really positive experience, and I got to appreciate more about Huawei's business operations, and it also gave me more to think about. It's definitely made me want to consider working for Huawei, and I'm sure that as the week goes on and we learn more about the work that they're doing, my perspective will change again. So I'm looking forward to that. Tomorrow we have some visits to some more startup companies and also touring around Shenzhen to get a better feel of the place. And then on Sunday we have a free day where I'm going to go to another major city called Guangzhou, which is about half an hour away on the bullet train, which is something I'm looking forward to as well because I've obviously experienced the bullet train. One of the things that China's known for is going to be an experience in itself. So I'll come back in a few days, letting you guys know about how it's been, and hopefully it'll be an interesting few things to come back with. Thanks for listening.